100 going in one Miss Mento's voice. That is how we can get some results. So we have to get organized to do this. This is the only way that they will pay attention to us. And there are ways in which we could do that as well. But first of all, let me just share with you why we have high light bills. See, Louisburg in the 1980s joined a group what is called the North Carolina Eastern Municipal Power Association. That was 32 towns in eastern North Carolina, including Wake Forest, Wilson, and Louisburg was one of those, in which they decided to buy power from the power company and then in turn sell it to the people here in Louisburg. You see, and I'm sure some of you can remember when you used to pay your bills directly to CP&L. And CP&L would give you some leeway on times to pay.
That's right.
If you look at it, your bills are due every 20 days.
That's right.
Not 30, but every 20 days. And then if a few days afterwards, if you don't pay, a late fee is assessed.
That's right.
You see, these are things that are happening. As a result of, they thought back in the 80s, the town's intention was that this would bring along cheaper light bills. But that wasn't the case. Because these power companies bought more equipment, which raised the rate of power, and then they passed the rate on to you. Now, recently, the governor has passed what is called a bond issue. They issued bonds with the prospect of lowering your electric bills to the power companies. Now, this is just like refinancing a loan or something if you had individually there, hoping for a lower payment. Now, that is supposed to be approved sometime by, or that process by July of this year. And this has been going on for months. Louisburg, as a result of this, they will then, after refinancing it, there will still be an outstanding bill of around $600 million for these 32 towns and cities, and to pay. Louisburg's share of this 600 will be around $19 million. You see, what this means is that Louisburg's debt, electricity debt, will be refinanced with an outstanding with approximately, $19 million. That is then spread out to the year 2025. So you would then, in fact, be paying Louisburg's debt up until that, to 2025, spread it out in your electricity bills, you see. Now, there are other municipalities. Wilson, for example, has went to their town, and the town can have some flexibility if they desire. You know, but they won't tell you this information there, you see. And then if we don't say anything, they can still do this just like business as usual, decide what it is. One important date that I want all of you to remember is July. By the way, the Louisburg Town Council meets every third Monday night at 7:30. We encourage you to be there. You don't necessarily have to have an issue for the mere fact of just being there, showing your presence, just simply to say, and they'll probably wonder, well, what you doing here? All you got to say, well, I'm just here just to watch my town's business. You're conducting the town's business. I'm just simply here to observe. If you don't have it, and you can say that is your right. It's a public forum.
What is
So,
evidence?
over town at the town hall. So I encourage you, if just out of curiosity, just come there sometime.